Hi everyone, I'm Valveroni. I am a keeper of time, what specifically I shall not tell you. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you for the raid, Prof. If you guys are not following him already, which I think most of you here are, you should go follow him. He is amazing. He was opening cards earlier and having trouble with his song requests. Did you get any more cool cards? I left I don't know, like 30 minutes ago to eat. Did you get any more after that? I don't know why my little iTunes thing is. Oh no, that's not what I want to do with it. Eh. Scuff, scuff. Okay, there we go. But how is everyone? Also, thank you, Kiwi. I made the layout myself. The only thing I did not make is the little iTunes thing in the corner and then this background right here. I wish I was that good to make this background, but no, I'm not there yet. I pulled a couple decent value alt arts. Not the card, but a few of them. Very nice. Also, thank you for the lurk, Appy. Alright, let me catch up more on chat, though. Also, hi, Zaku. Hi, Krim. Krim, you're a dork. I don't have a first redeem. Let's see. Hi, Crisis. Hi, Appy. Hi, Prof. Did I miss anyone? Oh, looks like I got everyone. I love it. You did a good job. Thank you. Was it 2 boxes you opened or more? 2 boxes and 2 packs to have 50 packs exactly. That's a lot of packs. That's a lot of packs there. But I'm glad you got some good cards. I didn't know what they were. I don't know anything about that game, but they look pretty. I don't know what you mean. It's right there. You full of it. Full of it, you. She made her model too. I did. I did make my model. And to add on to that, I made the model with a mouse. I did not have the drawing tablet yet, so this was drawn with a mouse. It took hours. Hours and hours and hours of careful editing. Yeah. I can teach you. I don't know if I have the attention span for that. I can try. Card games, though, once I fall into them, I go a little too ham. Pokemon cards have always been my, go-to for the most part, because I like the art. I've never actually played with them. Used to do Yu-Gi-Oh cards and tried playing with them, but no one plays Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. Got into Magic the Gathering for a little bit, but every one of my friends that was into it at the time lived too far away to play with. So, I just have a whole container of cards that just sits here. So no more card games for me. I heard one of the rules, if you beat your opponent, you can eat their most rare card. I don't know about that now, but I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Do you? Do you play with, the older cards, or do you play with the newer ones? I have not played in, 20 years. Gonna go with 20 years. It's been a minute. All will be learned with duct tape and, friendship. Friendship! It's the way. Lunecra has forbidden me from playing Magic the Gathering. That's a good idea. Don't do it. Especially now that they're dipping into, well, they've always been dipping in other fandoms, but they're dipping into the fandoms that our group tends to like Sonic the Hedgehog, Final Fantasy, Avatar The Last Airbender. They're coming out with those soon, and the cards look really, really pretty. So yeah. It looks like they're also gonna have an SDCC exclusive of Yue from Avatar, which looks really pretty. I need to not look anymore. Yeah, all eras. I got old format decks and modern format decks. Very nice. My old format decks are Skull Servant, Steel Monster deck, and if it's 2010, I have Dark Gaia. Okay. I used to have Elemental Hero decks. And at one point I was trying to make a Harpy one, but I was unsuccessful because everyone loved the Harpy cards and most of them were banned, and and competitive play. I need to find my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They're stored away somewhere. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday. Today we will be playing the Stanley Parable. I have never played it. I have seen it played through Markiplier. Good old Markiplier. But I don't remember shit from it. So, it should be fun. I played Magicians and Gravekeepers. Harpies is hard, so I understand. I didn't care for Elemental Hero, but I love Destiny Heroes. That's fair. Yeah, I got really, really into the Elemental Heroes. I blame the TV show. Because to that point, I had continued watching the TV show through the Elemental Hero stuff, and then I stopped. But they make it look so cool. Yeah. So with that, I'm going to change over to the game. We can keep talking about random stuff. But I do not have too much time today. So I wanna start the game. Sorry, Mother by Danzig, you're gonna have to stop. Let me know if the game is too loud, by the way, or too quiet. You shouldn't hear anything yet, because I still have it tapped out. But I always guess. Here we go. Oh no, you open the game now, you'll have to wait 10 more years for the achievement. That's fine, I never opened it before, so it hasn't been counting. This is a fresh game, never played it. I heard on the deluxe one you have to wait 15 years, is that true?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day.
Looking it up, okay.
Month of every year.
Yeah, I heard it was 15 years for the deluxe version.
Considered it soul eating. Stanley relished every
This is not the deluxe version, this is the original one, but yeah. 10 years, okay.
Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
So if some of you want to feel old, by the way, I was looking at how old this game is.
When he realized that not one
This came out in 2013.
had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him
So yeah, it's pretty old.
or even say hi. Never in all his
5 years for the standard one?
had
Okay.
this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked.
Yeah.
Stanley found himself
We're all getting
unable to
old.
move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained
We're all
his
getting
senses,
old.
he
Oh,
got up
we can
from
move
his
now.
desk and stepped out of his office.
So I think there's something if we just sit in here, but I don't feel like just sitting in here yet. So we're gonna look around.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't
The
find
hardest
a trace
achievement is
of
to
his
play Stanley
co-workers.
Parable the whole day on Tuesday specifically. I heard there's a trick you can do with that one to make it seem like a whole day has gone by. But I don't remember. I don't know how I turned that off. I was just clicking shit. Okay. Change your PC clock with it offline, if I remember correctly. That sounds right. Where did all my coworkers go?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I want to touch everything. That's fair. We'll save the achievement hunting run for a 100k follower stream special. Yep, that sounds right. I like how it has noises for you trying to touch stuff, though. Has anyone not seen this game before? I'm just curious.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not
I don't
the
follow
correct way to the
directions.
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Never straight through, only clips. Fair. I know the idea of it, never watched playthrough. Okay.
Yes, truly a room worth
I want a drink.
admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all.
I love the
Just to spend a
game.
few
This
moments
is down
there in
your
this
alley, so I'm not
immaculate, beautifully
surprised.
constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yeah, I'm drinking it all in. Can I have a drink? I want a drink. Drink.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
The narrator's a little bitch.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
See, I don't know about that. I want to go through this door.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Good afternoon, everyone. Currently a bit busy, so I'm watching without audio, but I thought I'd drop by and say hi. Hi, Lord Keeper. If someone can tell him I said hi, or tell them I said hi. I'm having issues talking and typing today. Thank you, guys. There's a noise hitting the chain. Oh, that's tickling my brain a little bit. Val says swiggity swooty. I did not say swiggity swooty. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Well, now you did, and with video editing magic, we can make it happen. Oh, that's fair.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by your... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you.
I don't believe
Show
you.
Something beautiful.
I don't believe you, Mr. Narrator.
Prove that I'm on your side. Give me a
Sweetie,
chance.
sweetie to you too. Val was coming for the booty. Oh, hell yeah. That wasn't very OSHA of you. OSHA. Dude, no one's around. You only have to worry when people are there to witness.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
But the pen is blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
But the pen is blue.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
But the pen is blue.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
This game was ahead of its time.
Let me take a stab in the
So
dark
fucking
in
good.
design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley.
What do you guys
Take it
think?
for a spin.
Should we take the new door? It's a pretty door. Look at it. It seems much more cooler than these two plain doors. But he told us to go through it. So should we go through the left door like he originally told us? That's a D&D door. It does look like a D&D door. There's adventure in there. Look at that bright orange. Which door though, guys? 1, 2, or 3? Left to right? Three? Okay. We will go through 3.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I'm gonna hit 5 because 5 is my favorite number.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where
Yeah,
these
you're onto
flashes of
something.
inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh, that's cool. Oh my god. Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. I'm gonna go with this one.
Now, would you say that competitive
That's you, yep.
leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep
That's
walking through
me.
the doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Can we-
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Sure, we'll take a look.
Let me boot it up.
Be right back. Okay.
In this game, the baby
Oh!
moves left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly
Burn the baby.
confronting the demands of
Burn the baby!
I think the art world will really take notice.
I would just
But of
like
course,
you guys to
the
know I
message
don't
of the game
actually
only becomes
want to burn
clear
babies.
once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't
In the
you,
game,
with 4
I
hours of
think
play,
it would
make
piss
sure
off
it's
the narrator
effective?
if
Be
we
sure
let
to
the
keep
baby burn.
notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because
Despite
if
you.
it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes.
This game is great.
It'll work. Let's
1 sec though. I'm gonna adjust the volume a little bit. Hope you stop talking.
At last, the one thing
Oh.
you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things
Look
for
at these
you.
old
From now
Minecraft
on,
textures.
I will only create to fulfill a greater
Oh my
artistic
god.
purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then...
You build that house, narrator.
See,
You build it.
does it need... yes, of course. And just to finish it all off... Yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed.
What do you guys think? You think he made a good little house? I think
but
it's
you've only
beautiful.
seen it
10
from
out of 10.
outside. You've only got
I could use a
half the
flower,
experience.
but...
Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Okay, I'll step
Isn't it
inside.
grand? Isn't it
It's glorious.
perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
No, we're gonna go mining, folks.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
I have not, no. Oh, it's very dark.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
I heard the zombies.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box.
This would be
No way
down
out.
the
Listening to
narrator's
you
alley.
talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is. Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
I wonder if they got permission from the devs to use these games, or if they just kind of did it as a love letter.
Genius. No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the
Okay. Would it be? I guess we'll do that. And then we'll do that.
experience. Which is why, rather
me know
than
if that's
continue
better.
to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice.
Oh. Where have I fallen? We're running away from the narrator. Wonder if this was the inspiration for the back rooms. Oh, there's a light. Oh, where do we go? Oh no.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, sure.
I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
He always comes back. He always comes back. The end is never, the end is never, the end is never.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This game is so cool. .420 blazing. Okay. I guess...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We'll enter the door on the left. We'll listen to you.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Do not alter
Feeling
without
a
consulting
wave of
whiteboard
disbelief,
Manager.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might
You
find
think
an answer
V
there.
Shoujo had a whiteboard manager? Is that where all their money went? Oh, financial panic meeting? Perfect. They should have had one of those. Sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't. I'm sorry. Just gonna, yeah, tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda. Write next day's agenda. Reflect. The future was yesterday, tomorrow is now. Papers are to synergize, fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper guy, or paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Who's Jim? What number is Jim? I don't want to do that.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I apologize, guys. We're going to be sitting here for a second. How's everyone's days going?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no
I
path
put the
to
controller
follow,
down.
Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Oh, did not mean to hit my mouse.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some
So,
way.
for the
As it
next
is,
thing that
he's
the narrator
literally
tries to
just
tell us to
standing there
do,
doing
do you guys
sleep
think I should
FA.
listen to him, or do you think that we should disobey him? Also, I do apologize if you are not currently subscribed. There's an ad that's going to be starting in 5 minutes.
Why?
Lord
Please offer
Bezos
me
needs
some
his money.
explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Embrace the brat.
Realize
Okay.
There's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance.
It's a beautiful
to the story
closet. What do you mean?
whatsoever. I never would have
Look
thought
at the
to mention
unfinished walls. There's plenty of purpose standing in here.
it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk
look at
about
this duct
with your
tape.
friend, you'll say,
We need that to
"Oh,
tie up ducks
did
that
you
keep
get the
asking for
broom
drinks."
closet ending? The broom closet ending was my
I love how it's in
favourite."
pink.
I hope your friends find this
Why is it
concerning.
in pink?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the
Okay,
job
that's it.
because
We're
of a
staying in
family
here.
Connection. That's how stupid
No,
he is.
fuck you, man.
That or with drug money.
Fuck you,
also,
man.
Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Drugs
Well,
and
I've come to a
hookers.
very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your
I wonder
central
if
nervous
someone has
system
actually
and
died
you
while
collapsed
sitting in the
on
broom
your
closet ending.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible
Like,
thing
this
is to
game has
alert
been out for
someone
12
nearby
years. There is a
so as to
likelihood
ensure
someone
that your body
actually
is
was
taken
sitting
care
here
of before
in
it
the broom
begins to
closet
decay.
when they did Impact Pass.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby?
And
The
if
person
that did
at this
happen, the
computer
narrator's
is dead.
dick.
He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway. Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
He's very bitchy. Alright, I guess we'll leave it. Go back in. Leave it. Go back in. Leave it. Go back in. What will happen if I just sit here? Will he do anything else? I'm about to leave it. I don't think he says anything else. Okay, we'll leave it.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I was told to be a brat. We're going down, down. Sugar, we're going down swinging.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his
Let me in the
post
car.
during work hours.
Let me in the car.
He might be fired for that.
Let me in the car.
And in such a competitive
On
economy,
in the car.
why had he taken that risk?
Who leaves
All
their
because
car on?
He believed everyone had
And
vanished.
nobody is in
His
it.
boss would think he was crazy.
In the car.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Where are my feet?
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange.
Are we
This
D&D
can't
this
be real.
weekend? I'm assuming
And at
so.
last, he came to the
Unless you guys
conclusion
weren't up
that
for
had
it.
been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled.
Of a white Christmas.
This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying, and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, we floating.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled.
Look
that
at
he'd
all the
still
stars,
not woken
guys.
up. How was
See,
he
if we
when
would have
he
listened to
grew
the
so lucid?
narrator, we wouldn't have been
And
able
then
to see this
perhaps the
beauty.
strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Yes, that's
Stanley
exactly what he was
is
thinking.
as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly
Wait, we have a wife?
the way it's always been. My life is normal.
What's our wife's name?
Everything.
Wait,
will
I
be
should know that if we
fine.
have a wife. Chat, what's the wife's name?
Okay.
I don't remember.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is
Barbara?
Stanley.
Okay.
I have a boss.
Barbara!
I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Shit. Sorry about that, guys.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Mariella.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
What are we gonna tell
When she had
Barbara?
soon turned to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
No one's actually
I
normal.
am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions
I
of
feel like
her
more
would
people
affect
would
her
have
career,
gathered by now.
and by extension, the rest of her life. She
Not
had
just
no
this
time
woman
for this,
standing here.
So it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
She can call the cops? That's fucked. Please call the cops. For the dead body. Oh. We're alive again. Are we alive, though?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
Alright,
of
I think we'll
disbelief,
listen to him
Stanley
this
decided
time.
to go up to his boss's
Maybe a little
office.
bit.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No. Ooh. I love the color of the wood. That is such a pretty dark wood. I'd kill to have an office like this. Look at this. This is magnificent.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
What could the PIN number be, guys? I think it's all fives.
Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer
Oh yeah,
statistical
6-9,
unlikelihood
6-9.
that this would ever result in a correct
Oh, I did not
combination.
hit 2.
If he knew that the combo was
No.
2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, this is what he was going to 2845. Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got
What
the hell
door?
along with the story.
What door?
Well, whoop-de-doo.
Oh no, I don't think it worked. Hold on. He said it was 2845, right? I was hoping he'd say something. Damn. T-Fury is having a Christmas in July sale. By the way, if not sponsored, but if you guys like graphic tees, tfury.com has quite a few fun shirts that have some of your favorite IP on them. I would recommend checking them out.
Into the building,
Once again, not
Stanley
spawn though.
realized he
Not
felt
sponsored.
a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature.
One of my favorite shirts from there though,
Why did he feel this now?
I have
And
this
for
shirt
years,
that
it
has
had
2
never
corgis on it,
occurred to him.
and
This question
one
would not
corgi's
go unanswered
wearing a
for
Mario hat and the other one's wearing a Luigi hat. And they're so cute. I don't know if they still offer
Stanley
it or
walked
not.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I don't know. This says escape. We're gonna go this way.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
You promise?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get
No,
back
I
on
don't want to.
track. At this point, Stanley was making
Hey,
a conscious,
Anna, welcome
concerted
in.
effort
How's
to
it
walk
going?
forward and willingly confront his death.
Eat. We're just playing some Stanley Parable. We're being a little brat right now. We're not listening to the narrator like we should. I can't go anywhere. Why can't I go
As the
anywhere?
machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into
I
the
was lied
enormous
to.
metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine
No, I'm
crushed
right here.
every bone in his body,
What do you mean?
killing him instantly.
I am right here. I am alive.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life
Stanley's
the same.
computer.
Do you see now?
Iconic.
Do you see that Stanley was
The
already
office
dead
layout.
from the moment he hit start?
Aw. This is an ending I feel like we should have waited for, because it shows some of the stuff in the background. Yes, those are indeed filing cabinets. Office computers. I want to play solitaire. The office. And here are the credits, guys. Oh, that's so fun. I love how they did this game. Oh wait, credits did I miss? No, you didn't miss the run. This is one of the endings. So if you actually listen to him up until the point where it shows a place where you can escape, like it has the word escape written, he'll tell you that you die, or you're gonna die, and it winds up taking you here instead.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another.
Okay, I was
How
like,
they
I wasn't
wish
in the
to
bathroom for that
control
long.
one another.
No, this
How
game,
they both wish to be
I
free.
think it's like 6 hours worth of content if you play through everything. I don't remember though.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
Time chase for me. I might actually have to hit quit game. We'll sit here for a second and see if anything happens, and then we'll just restart it. So I guess we got crushed to death. Yeah. Begin the game again. Oh, this is different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
This is a lot
Stanley
different.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Should we go back to where we just went?
Yet there was
To
not a
cause
single
this?
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet.
I had the numbers right, just had the order wrong.
Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
That's correct.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
Well, thank you.
So he relaxed for a few moments with some
I
calming
don't want new age music. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay, so when
Stanley
we
walked straight
did this
ahead
before,
through the large door that read
we went this
Mind
way.
Control Facility.
I want to see if it'll do anything different.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth
might just be the
was
same thing.
that
If
at
it's the
end
same
of
thing,
this
I'll
hall,
restart it.
Stanley would meet his violent death.
It changed the office,
The
though.
door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
And down we go. If we restart, then we can listen to more new age music. Hell yeah.
As the machine whirred into motion, and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what
It
this
might be the same. We'll find out once it tries to crush us.
No great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Why do they even have this machine, though?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the
Yeah, it's the same. Okay. We go back through. Oh, there's a... What phone is going off?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct?
Yes, this is correct.
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly.
This is correct.
Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. Waiting input. What? Are there other computers like that? This game is wild, guys.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the
Okay,
door on his left.
we'll go to the left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
He's tired of our shit. I think we'll listen to him, because I don't have too much time. Alright, where do you want me to go next, Mr. Narrator?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, he has the strength to find out. Mr. Narrator, you need more confidence in Stanley. Stanley's a good trooper.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible
It's
to
so
believe.
cool.
It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions
We'd be
had
right
been
there. I wish I'd showed
manipulated
it.
to
There it
accept
is.
it blindly?
That's ours, right there.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was
Never.
unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind
Yes,
to the
yes, he did.
world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with
I'll tell you,
emotions.
right? Okay.
Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and
Right now,
commanded
whoever's
from this
controlling my
very
life sucks at
place.
this game.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never
Yeah,
again
my life is
exert
rather
its
boring.
terrible power
I
over
feel bad
another
for anyone
human
trying to
life.
control me.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
No, I want to control people. What do you mean? Let me play. Let me do things. There's no purpose to that. It was just there. Hi, Chaotic German. Welcome in. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch. How's it going? Okay. We'll go through here.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept
No.
you enslaved all these years, you go
I
and you try
haven't
to
done
take control of the
anything.
machine for yourself? Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes, I want control. Give me the
Stanley,
power.
I applaud your effort, I really do.
Health check
But
because
you
that
need
gives
to
me a valid
understand,
excuse to check my
there's
own
only
weight.
so
Yes.
much that machine can do. You were supposed
Health
to
check,
let
med
go,
check, everyone.
turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
I don't know what we're doing
all
here.
This means I barely know where to start.
I'm just hitting buttons.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of it
Was that tank sound from Cowboy Bebop? Yes, it is my
Try to
ringtone.
make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you. It's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go
I
around
honestly wanted
will
to
be
fail this.
even better.
Plus, I don't know what I'm
My
supposed to be doing.
goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
I'm
You
gonna
know
go
what?
watch the
To
screen.
hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
Oh.
Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Oh, I wanted.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley?
I was just clicking
That
buttons,
this video
man.
game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your
Sorry, by the way,
purpose in this
guys, I got
place is?
distracted. Gut's still cooking because I can't stop eating spicy food. Spicy food's so good.
You're in for quite a
And I'm a mere
disappointment. But here's a
45.36
spoiler for
kilos,
you.
or 100
That timer
pounds.
isn't a
Damn.
catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to
I like the
destroy
music.
it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom.
Oh, the controller is starting to
No
shake.
ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully?
I'm gonna
Not a
let it go
choice.
peacefully.
Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Rip. Rip Stanley. Rip Stanley. The end is never, the end is never, the end is never.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Alright, guys. I do apologize, but I have to end it here because I have to get ready for work. But I hope you guys were enjoying that. Sorry if I wasn't talking too much, by the way. This game is very narrator focused. Alright, let's go find someone to raid to, shall we? All good. Have a good day, Val. Thank you, Crisis. Let's find someone to raid. While I do that, though, if you guys are not already part of it, here is the Discord. Here you can also find my Blue Sky. I'm streaming right now. We'll go visit Bear, though. It's been a minute since we raided Bear. Alright guys, this is the raid message if you are not currently subscribed. That is the raid message if you are. Thank you guys once again for being here. Next time, I don't know what we're doing next time. But, yeah. I will see you guys later. Bye!